The Legend of Baba Yaga. A tale of magic, mystery, and transformation. Chapter 1. The Mysterious Forest. In a land far to the north, where the trees were thick with snow, and the winds howled through the branches like ancient whispers, there was a dark, enchanted forest, known to all as the Forest of Shadows. Deep within this forest, hidden from the eyes of the world, lived a strange and powerful witch named Baba Yaga. Her hut, built upon chicken legs, stood tall in the middle of the forest, twisting and turning as if it were alive, always shifting its position and location. Many had heard of her. Some spoke of her kindness, but most feared her. Baba Yaga was known for both her dark magic and her unpredictable temper. She was a creature of the night, and many travelers had lost their way in the forest, never to return. Yet, despite her sinister reputation, she also held great power and knowledge. Her magic could heal the sick or curse the wicked. She could turn people into animals or help them find treasures beyond their wildest dreams. But it was said that only those with a pure heart could survive an encounter with Baba Yaga and walk away unscathed. Most who entered the forest did so in search of wisdom, and some left with it but at a great price. Chapter 2. The three sisters. Baba Yaga was not alone in the forest. She had three sisters who were also witches of great power. Each lived in a hut of her own, each more fearsome than the last. The first sister, Marussia, was a fierce and fiery witch with powers over the elements. She could summon storms with a single word and set forests ablaze with a flick of her hand. The second sister, Katerina, was known for her cunning and trickery. She could shapeshift into any creature and was an expert at deceiving anyone who crossed her path. The third sister, Anastasia, was the most mysterious of them all. She was the keeper of the hidden knowledge, capable of seeing into the future and reading the secrets of the past. Her hut was filled with ancient scrolls and books containing forgotten spells and prophecies. Together, the four witches ruled over the forest, their combined powers making the land a place of both magic and danger. But it was Baba Yaga who was the eldest and the most feared, for she was the master of all that lived in the shadows. Chapter 3. The Young Girl's Journey. One winter, a young girl named Vasilisa set out on a journey through the enchanted forest. She was brave, kind-hearted, and determined to find her father, who had gone missing in the woods many months ago. Vasilisa's stepmother had told her that he had gone hunting, but the truth was far more sinister. Vasilisa's father had fallen into the hands of Baba Yaga, who had taken him for reasons only known to her. As Vasilisa walked deeper into the forest, she felt the coldness of the air grow colder, and the trees grow taller and denser. The shadows seemed to stretch and move, and the ground was covered with thick snow. The journey was long, and Vasilisa was beginning to lose hope when she stumbled upon a strange and ancient-looking hut. The hut was not like any she had ever seen before. It stood on chicken legs, swaying gently in the wind, as though it were alive. The windows glowed with an eerie light, and a strange, otherworldly silence surrounded it. Vasilisa, despite her fear, knew that this was the place she had been seeking. This was Baba Yaga's home. Chapter 4. The test of courage. Vasilisa approached the hut and knocked on the door. The door creaked open, and there, standing before her, was the mysterious Baba Yaga, her wild hair cascading down her back like a black river. Her eyes glowed yellow, and her sharp, crooked nose twitched as she eyed the girl before her. "You come to my house, child," Baba Yaga croaked. "What do you seek? What is it that you want?" "I seek my father, Baba Yaga," Vasilisa replied, her voice steady despite the fear swirling inside her. "I believe you have taken him, and I want to bring him back." Baba Yaga cackled, the sound echoing through the woods like the cry of a raven. "Your father? Do you think I take people for no reason? If you want him back, you must pass my tests. Only those who prove themselves worthy can leave this place with what they seek. Fail, and you will stay here forever." Vasilisa nodded. She was prepared to do whatever it took. Baba Yaga led her into the hut, which was filled with strange, bubbling cauldrons and glowing potions. The air smelled of herbs, spices, and something more mystical, like the scent of magic itself. Chapter 5. The three tasks. Baba Yaga's first task was to sort a pile of grains, wheat, barley, and oats into separate piles by dawn. The grains were mixed together in a massive heap, and the task seemed impossible for any ordinary person. But Vasilisa was not an ordinary girl. As she began sorting the grains, 2 white doves appeared by her side and helped her, picking up the grains and placing them into the right piles with remarkable precision. By dawn, the grains were sorted, and Vasilisa had completed her first task. The second task was to fetch water from a well that was guarded by a terrifying, fire-breathing dragon. The dragon hissed and bared its teeth. But Vasilisa was undeterred. She spoke kindly to the dragon, offering it a small portion of bread and a song, and the dragon, touched by her kindness, allowed her to draw water from the well without any trouble. She returned to Baba Yaga with the water, completing the second task. The final task was to clean Baba Yaga's huta task. That seemed simple, but was made impossible by the magic in the house. The walls were covered in sticky, enchanted mud, and the floors were littered with magical debris. But as Vasilisa worked, the fireflies in the forest came to her aid. They flew in, glowing softly, and helped her sweep and clean the hut until it sparkled. Baba Yaga watched in silence, clearly impressed. The girl had completed all her tasks, each one seemingly impossible, and had done so with kindness, bravery, and wisdom. Chapter 6. The final challenge. Baba Yaga, having tested Vasilisa's heart and soul, finally spoke. "You have proven yourself worthy, Vasilisa. I shall give you your father back. But remember, I am a powerful witch, and those who seek my help must never forget the lesson learned here today." With a wave of her hand, Baba Yaga cast a spell that freed Vasilisa's father from her enchantment. He appeared before the girl, confused but alive, his memories clouded by magic. Vasilisa and her father returned home, but she never forgot the lessons of the Forest of Shadows, the magic of Baba Yaga, and the trials she had faced. The legend of Baba Yaga would live on, a tale of transformation, courage, and the balance between light and dark.